MailMate review. Hey there, welcome to my review of MailMate. This is a new Warrior Plus product launch on the website mailmate.live, and it basically aims to solve this technical email marketing problem, which has appeared from February 2024 onwards. So we're going to dive into the main features of MailMate and whether it is actually needed or not. Before we dive into this MailMate review, just to let you know, my name is Adam from Web Traffic Toolkit. I've been earning a full-time income from home using digital marketing, and I've been doing this for over 10 years now, so I've seen lots of these different tools and systems come and go. So hopefully all that experience will help you out as you research MailMate reviews. Also, if you want to discover my number one recommended system to plug into right now for generating a realistic income online, click that link in the video description below. That's my number one recommended system, a complete done-for-you system, and a really excellent way to get those consistent commissions coming in. So click the link in the video description for my number one recommended online system. So MailMate, basically from February 2024, a lot of these email autoresponder services need you to update some certain technical settings based on changes Gmail and Yahoo have been making. And these are things like DMARC, DKIM type settings. And it basically means you need to have your own purchased domain name that you're sending emails from, and within that domain hosting account you need to make a couple of technical changes so these email services such as Gmail and Yahoo will trust and be able to verify your sending domain so they hit the inbox. If you're just using a Gmail account or even your own domain and you haven't done these technical settings, they may not make the inbox from February the 1st when this change went into effect. So I've actually had to make these changes on my own email accounts on Aweber and GetResponse, and although I was still sending from my own domain names, I had to log into the hosting account for those domains, go into the DNS settings and copy and paste certain information into those DNS settings based on what Aweber and GetResponse told me to do. So it took a little bit of time, but it was fairly straightforward if you follow the instructions. So some people may be a bit daunted by that, think a lot of technical work is needed to hit the inbox nowadays. That's why a lot of these product launches are coming out offering a solution. But in many cases, I would think the typical beginner is better off just buying a cheap domain from GoDaddy or Namecheap, and then following the instructions Aweber or GetResponse tell you, and then copy and paste the information yourself just by following the instructions. That would be a simpler and cheaper approach, in my opinion. But for people who don't want to do the technical stuff at all, what MailMate does is it will provide you with their own SMTP server to use to send out the emails, and they will give you email addresses which will act as a sending email address, which have already gone through this DMARC DKIM verification. So they're giving you pre-defined email addresses that have already had the technical setup done, so you can just send right away. And they let you import your emails into the account. They've got technology that will verify the emails are still valid and working, and they're not bouncing, and then you'll be able to use their SMTP server for free to send out the emails. And then this almost acts as a complete autoresponder account where you've got lead capture pages to build the email lists, you can schedule mails to go out, you can do bulk emailing, autoresponders. So it's almost like a competitor to Aweber and GetResponse, except they help you with this technical DMARC, DKIM, and SBF setup using their own SMTP servers. They've also got AI integrated within the software, so you've got ChatGPT, so you can actually use AI to help you write the email content, the headlines, either an outline or the actual complete content itself, which could make a good starting point to edit for your emails. However, I'm always skeptical about these AI email writers because with my internet marketing campaigns, I'm simply aiming to get the click from the email to a landing page or a sales page. I'm not trying to do too much selling in the email anyway. So I think AI writers for email are a bit overrated when you only need a couple of lines just to get the click anyway. That's the main approach of email marketing for me, is just to get the click, not writing big content where AI is needed. So you've got these one-click lead generation tools to help build opt-in forms where people can opt in from their Google or Facebook accounts. You've got the free SMTP server to send unlimited emails with the DKIM stuff set up. You've got the email marketing solution, the autoresponders. You can manage and segment your lists. So you can basically do all the main things you can do with a standard email autoresponder service such as Aweber and GetResponse, just as part of this one-time fee using free SMTP servers and some of the technical DKIM setup already done for you. For me, I'm skeptical on these free SMTP server providers because if everyone's all using them and everyone can just import their list, then it could be a bit of spam. It could be people being a bit too aggressive. So some of these vendors will struggle to keep a good reputation, and inboxing with their own SMTP providers is often better to hook up your own third-party account with another SMTP account you have, to show you've got full control over your own reputation. But in any case, it's still probably worth trying to see what the deliverability is. So hopefully my MailMate approach, review was of help of this approach. I think it's a bit over the top in terms of what is actually required to sort this out, but it will appeal to some people who don't want to do any of that technical stuff whatsoever. So hopefully those quick thoughts and the pros and cons of MailMate were of help. If you want to discover how I earn a full-time income online and how email marketing is actually a big part of that, then click the link in the video description below. That's my #1 recommended online system. It's a complete done-for-you system and a really cool way to get going, getting traffic, building your list, and getting realistic and consistent commissions coming in. So click that link in the video description below for my #1 recommended online system. Thanks again for checking out my MailMate review. All the best and speak soon.